We the People. In India, we believe 18 is old enough to vote, but not old enough to get married. At least not when it comes to young men. However, in a controversial and hotly debated new proposal, India's Law Commission has recommended that boys and girls should have a parity when it comes to the minimum age required to get married. And that age, they've set at 18. It's a proposal that's invited a whole lot of criticism from certain quarters, with many people demanding that the age limit should have actually been raised for both girls and boys, arguing that 18 is just not old enough. In another proposal, the Law Commission has also argued that child marriages, the people who get married below the age of 16, these marriages should automatically be declared null and void. So on We the People today, how old is old enough for a union between boys and girls, men and women? Is 18 old enough? Or is the Law Commission promoting a union of children? That's what we're looking at on the program today. Let me start with Feroz Gujral. Not somebody we get a chance to hear from on these subjects too often, but somebody who's here apart from many other reasons because she got married at 18 and is a mother of two children. Feroz, you've done a whole lot in your varied life. You've been a model, you've emerged as a style icon. We all know you. But we all don't know that you got married at 18. Now, when you look back at your life and you have to sort of measure these many years, do you sometimes feel, and be honest, a little twinge, maybe I got married just a little too young? I mean, 18.
Honestly not. I got married actually at 17, under 18, but
Oops, okay.
but it was against everybody's wishes, and I was a very rebellious, sort of clear-minded creature. But
so, once again, that's important. It wasn't like you were being pressured into
no,
an
certainly
marriage.
not. No. Certainly not. And I also, at that point, it shifted my place of education. So one of the conditions was that I would study a minimum of 6 years, which I did.
One of the conditions set by whom?
My father. He said, I don't care if you want to marry this man, that's fine, but you will finish a complete education. You will not be without an education. And I did that. I actually did LSR for 3 years, and I did law, which I unfortunately didn't complete the last bit, but I did 6 years of an education. So yes, for women, I still feel 18 is a good age.
And for men?
For men, I disagree. I have an 18-year-old son now, and I certainly don't see him getting married to anybody. I mean, I can't imagine it. He's still a child.
How old? Do you have a daughter?
Yes, I do.
And how old is she?
She's 14.
So are you saying that if your daughter was 18, you think she was old enough, but your son's not?
She's already old enough in her head. I mean, she's a girl. They're different. Boys need a lot more time to mature, one.
And you know the feminists are going to kill you for this.
No, not at 14. Absolutely not. But I mean that women are just, they develop emotionally and I think differently, much faster. And therefore at 18 a woman is ready, at 18 a boy is certainly not ready. And I will use the word boy at 18. So I think there's a big difference. So a woman's
a woman at 18, but a boy is a boy at 18.
Absolutely.
Kirti Singh. This is the kind of, I mean, Feroz won't like my saying it, but this is a conservative construct, that women grow up earlier than men. We're kind of a little more mature, younger. The boys take longer. Some boys are never old enough, they say. Yeah. Why did you decide 18? I mean, I would argue with Feroz and say 18 isn't even old enough for a girl. If you had to create parity, why did you not consider raising the ages of both?
Well, the Law Commission was primarily concerned with how to restrict child marriage at least to 18. And what they felt very strongly about the boy and the girl was that it's actually discriminatory against a girl to expect her to marry at 18 and the boy should be 21, because it's a wrong way of, it's a notion which states that a girl should always be much younger than the boy when she gets married.
You're saying that the Law Commission's attempt was actually to be sort of liberal and about this and say, why should the girl be this younger person to the man?